Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Detroit Lions taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads are going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a young man getting the start here in Week 1. A big test for their rookie quarterback.
And to say that this is a big spot is the classic understatement. It's a ton of pressure on this rookie quarterback as he gets to play right away. And let's face it, he's trying to take in every moment from his first start. But at the same time, he's got to focus on what's in front of him.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And they just acquired him a new ball carrier. What do you think of the acquisition?
I like it. Maybe not the big-time player, big-time impact you're looking for, but someone who wants to prove something and find a new home.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Lewis. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage there by Carlton Davis. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lewis. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lewis. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Alex Anzalone coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want a touchdown.
Cooper Kupp, 27 yards. And the Rams are on the board here first in the season opener. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Seven 7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now come the Lions for their first drive behind their 9th-year quarterback in year number 4 with Detroit. It's Jared Goff.
It's hardly an exaggeration to say that Goff has revitalized his career these last couple of years, and he's rewarded for it during the offseason, as Detroit has certainly made sure everyone knows he's their quarterback for the future. It's clear that they believe in him, and he's done nothing to sway them from that belief.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Darius Williams the one there defensively. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got his 6'5" receiver, that's Tim Patrick. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Goff. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Dances by him. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Lewis on 1st and 10. Man open is Robinson. Touchdown, L.A. Demarcus Robinson, 39 yards. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Gibbs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. Off play action. Here's Goff. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 6. Here's Goff. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's got this down to the 35. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. St. Brown motioning left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And some room to roam now. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the red zone now, Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too. The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner. Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas. Not an easy thing for them to do. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. So they got the deal done, and now he can just focus on football. He's got that behind him. Family not going anywhere, staying put. He can focus on football. And I like how you mentioned the family, because that's a huge part of it, because everyone needs to be happy and comfortable. And, you know, while this process was going on, people had to be wondering, especially within his own crew, are we going to have to move? Are we going to have to change things? Not anymore. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 89 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all. Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Motion left, Kupp. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. Up by a 13-yard touchdown run. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out now come the Lions.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
The Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
Now Lewis off the play fake, and he fires one incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Kyron Williams
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Rams are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
The try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was capped off by the Kyron Williams touchdown run.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And Detroit back in possession of the football. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in here by Patrick.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
From the 50, it's Goff. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Gone.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. A contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 35.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw. Lewis.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Throwing again. Lewis. That'll be caught. It's Cup.
Down to the 10.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point forthcoming. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this will wind up the Lions' first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Play action. It's Goff. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get one. That's memorable. Two? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Goff now looks to throw.
That's complete to Laporta.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Akello Witherspoon.
And the Rams are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
It's caught at the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth-quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Rams are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside them. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by John Johnson. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
33, yellow.
Now a play fake here on first down.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around.
Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. 41 yards.
And the Rams add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Well, we saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Time for another look at this Lions offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw is Goff.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other. And now off to the races down the right side.
Down the right sideline.
And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Back to throw, Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be out of bounds after his short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Again, Goff. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Yeah, we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at that. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And
taking it right down Broadway.
Inside the 20.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points. So there's
yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, Maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Now the try here for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Another shot now for this Lions offense.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now Goff.
And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.